Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of The Gods Our Podcast with your boy Big Serbs, número 27, buddy. 27. You know what it is, buddy? Who, buddy? It's number 27, buddy. ¿Qué te pasa, man? ¿Qué te pasa? What the fuck is going on with you, bruh? What the fuck? Huh? I want to know some things, buddy, about the boy, buddy. You're stretching, buddy? The listeners can't see you, but we're gonna get some film up in here, buddy. We're gonna have you in the direct vicinity of a camera, buddy, so they could see you, buddy, in all your glory, buddy. You can hear them kind of in the background, huh, boy? You want to tell the listeners how much you want to be in a podcast, boy? Who? You do? Wow, buddy, I heard that perfectly. And if I can hear you perfectly, buddy, that means I can hear you perfectly too as well, buddy. So, I had a great weekend. I hope you had a great weekend as well. We'll get into that a little later, but before I do, let me just allude to this record-breaking Pokemon card, the Japanese 1998 Illustrator Pikachu Pokemon card was sold at an auction for $900,000. That's only 100 shy from a mil, G. What? Buddy, what? We gotta let them know what it... Okay, so this bid was... It started at 20 grand, and it went all the way... It went all the way up. It went all the way up. Like fucking Fat Joe and French Montana. Shout out to them. Let them know, buddy. It was sold for $900,000. I believe like not even 40 of these cards were pressed out. And 98, bruh, that fucking card is old, bruh. Which is like amazing to me, bruh. 24-year-old card sold for $900,000. And I thank God I have all these McDonald's promo cards, because what people don't understand is promo cards is where all the money for, like, where all the value in the Pokemon cards are, because you can own a collection of cards, any set, but if anyone can get them, anyone can get them. These promo cards aren't at a specific value, meaning that they can be anywhere from, you know, 10,000 to 900,000, like this Japanese 1998 Illustrator Pikachu promo card. It's really dope. There is a Pikachu with like some sort of marker or something, and it is drawing some shit out. Really dope card. I hope someday to own one of these cards. This is, I think, the first, like the highest graded card, because they have a bunch of cards that were graded. So anywhere from a 0 to a 10 being the highest rated card. I think this was a 9.7, which is the highest score that this specific card has ever gotten. I think before this, it was maybe like 7 or something like that, like 7 point something. I forgot what I was reading this. When I was reading this, what the estimated value was, what the score was before this $900,000 value card was sold for. This is like a record-breaking Pokemon card. I think there was a shiny Lugia card that was like, I want to say it was somewhere around 200,000. I thought that was crazy, but this card being $900,000 is fucking insane. So I want to shout out to all my Pokemon card collectors, all the TCG graders, scorers, and judges, or however it is, because that is an impressive feat. When you go and ship your card to be graded, there's so much room for error. Like, the fucking people could just toss the card like a pile of shit. I have no idea, because in my mind, these cards have so much, some of these cards can have so much value that you'd want to get them like cushioned in between two stacks of bubble wrap, and then have them shit stacked in between two pockets of like air cushion. Like, you know, when you get an order from Amazon or something, they have those just plastic bags or plastic fucking little airbags or whatever, so your whenever they deliver your box with other like lawn mowers or chairs or tables or whatever they're shipping out, that your product, your bag, your box or whatever doesn't get destroyed. So that's an impressive feat by itself. I just think it's crazy how we're in this age where Pokemon has had such a big resurgence. Since the pandemic, Pokemon cards and just the whole Pokemon aesthetic has just grown in value. I really like a lot of what I see on the news, but also too, there's a lot of things that I don't like. Like when people, they just commit fraud or they steal cards, or when they try to just get in the Pokemon card game for the money and not for the heart, or because they genuinely like Pokemon. There's sharks out there, there's scammers, con artists out there that just want to use Pokemon to fill their pockets up with money, and they could care less about the great community or the great Pokemon culture that is Pokemon. For instance, we have this dude, and did I have him on the notes? Come on now. I really hate that. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, so his name is Vinith Autumnzine, whatever. Vinith was sentenced to 3 years for fraud. He frauded the government using the EDD, I believe, money to get this 507,789 first edition Shadowless Charizard. And let me tell you something about this first edition Shadowless Charizard. I think this is the exact same card. I might be wrong, but I'm 98.81% sure that this is the same card that dude, he won a Pawn Star, and I think he had, remember Pawn Stars, the show Pawn Stars? He had like, I want to say a whole collection of these first edition Shadowless Charizard. I don't know where he got that many from, but he pretty much has most, if not all of them at that point. Not all of them, but he had a bunch of them at that time. He probably sold a bunch of them or maybe all of them at this point. I don't see people buying the first edition Shadowless Charizard in bulk like that, but there could be people who could lowball them or would have got it for got it for a good deal, but that doesn't matter. Fuck Pawn Stars. It's all about this dumbass Vinith scammed the government out of their money, and I could really care about the government's money, but he bought this $57,000 Shadowless Charizard card. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, like in my mind, in my opinion, when you scam, like usually when you scam the government out of money, you're gonna buy real estate, cars, jewelry, shit like that. When you buy a $50,000 Shadowless Charizard card, that means you watch Pokemon. That means you know a little bit about Pokemon to a certain extent, because he had like, I think over 100,000 dollars that he scammed to get this card. That was one of the things he got. So I just find it interesting, man. I think Vinith, I think you might, if you're gonna get, he was sentenced to 3 years, so you know, have fun making Jack Mac and telling stories about, because I'm thinking if he's facing 3 years, he's gonna do house arrest or something like that, but he was sentenced to 3 years. So basically what this dude did was give the government back their money by they seize the card, and now the government owns a first edition Shadowless Charizard. I'm sure they're not gonna have no trouble getting that off, because the government really doesn't care about Pokemon. The government just wants their piece. If it was 57,789, that means they're gonna want to sell it for 60 grand at least, or something like that. But I could just see somebody who loves Pokemon buying the card just because of this whole story behind it. They want to buy the card that somebody scammed the government and bought it from the government for whatever X amount of dollars. So I just like that whole, if I had the money, I would buy it just for that reason, to be like, yeah, man, this is the card that fuckface stole. And, this was Uncle Sam's at one point, but now it's your boy Big Serb's. It's first edition Shadowless Charizard now. So I just think I just think that's cool. These scammers though, they just be leeching off the culture, man. And this is like a gray area thing, because scammers don't usually do things like this. It's mostly bonehead people. And this is one of our bonehead people right here. Vinith, have a fun time in prison with the rest of the scammers. I hope y'all make dominoes and the dice out of napkins and paper towels and spit, or whatever the fuck it is that they do it with. I really want a first edition Shadowless Charizard myself when I get rich and famous, and this podcast takes me to incredible heights and my music feeds my whole family. I'm gonna own one of these cards, because Pokemon is the shit. And let me tell you why. Yesterday, I had a great time with my family. We went to Universal Studios, Universal City, right? I don't know. I thought it was considered LA. I didn't know Universal City was its own city, but it makes sense because they have their own fire department and police. So I guess it is. But I would say Universal City is in Los Angeles. So technically, without a doubt, we were in Los Angeles. It was Sandshrew Community Day, which for my listeners out there, if you don't know what Sandshrew Community Day is, every month, or pretty much every month, Pokemon Go, the Pokemon Go app, they pick a Pokemon, they dedicate a whole event to this one specific Pokemon, right? So this time it was Sandshrew, and this wasn't even planned. Like, I knew I was gonna play for this event, but I didn't know, like, it just so happened my family, they wanted to go to Universal Studios. We all wanted to go, and it just so happened that it landed on Sandshrew Com. We went on a Saturday. Literally, this wouldn't have happened. It was the first time I've been to Universal. It was the first time I had been to Universal Studios in almost a year. Like, it had easily been like 10 months. And the last time I went to Universal Studios was awesome. I went by myself. I had a blast. I went on the Harry Potter ride for the first time. It was dope. The Forbidden Journey of Gulliver's Tales. And it fucking almost gave me anxiety, but I'm just trying to work through like my fears and everything like that. It was dope. Going this time, my mom had her eyes closed the whole time. My pop really enjoyed it. We went on it 2 times. But the lines get ridiculous, at Universal Studios. Well, I mean, at any amusement park, you're looking at an hour wait. And it's kind of ridiculous. But thank God it was Sandshrew Com Day, because I was literally catching Sandshrew like while we were waiting in line. So the wait wasn't killing me. Like, last time I was at Universal Studios, I was like, fuck, man, this is lame. Like, I was playing Pokemon Go at the time too, but I'm like, literally, if I didn't have this app, I'd be mad. Like, I remember being a kid and just being like, why do we have to wait? And then just being mad as fuck and looking at the line and being like, go, dude. Like, you're fucking over here trying to take a selfie while there's all this space in front of you. Go. I'm trying to ride this shit now. Like, but it doesn't really matter. Like, you have to wait. before you get on the ride. And that's what everyone has to do. So that's just what it is. So I don't think they had Sand Shrew Calm Day before. I think this is the first time they did it. And I was really happy, man, because they couldn't have picked a better time. They had a lowland Sand Shrew out and Canto, the original Sand Shrew, out. So I was catching both of them. I got 9 shiny Canto Sand Shrew and 11 shiny Alolan Sand Shrew. Got all my research done. There's a bunch of awesome, interesting Pokestops around Universal City. If you don't know what a Pokestop is, basically they pick a place, let's just say the Harry Potter ride, and there's a Pokestop. So this stop, you just spin the sign and it gives you berries, gives you Pokeballs, it gives you Stardust, it gives you a whole bunch of shit, right? You could spin it and it's just an area of like interest. The tram ride sign is one. There's a bunch of like tram Pokestops. There's a bunch of Simpsons Pokestops. This is just a bunch of Pokestops all over Universal City, City Walk, and it was just an awesome day, man. I had a great time with my family. I don't usually have great times with my family, so this time that we actually could be together and have fun, and I could play Pokemon. Not that it's all about Pokemon. It's just like I don't get to spend time with my family, and my parents were talking about whatever the fuck while I was playing Pokemon. Everyone, after we went to the crepe cafe and we had a crepe with Nutella and whipped cream, I had a hot cocoa. I think I walked I want to say like 4 miles, over 4 miles, over the course of the whole day. And that's another thing too. Like these parents, they really need to get a pedometer to really, they got to tell their kids, yo, we're going to be walking at least 4 miles. Because you got to walk from one ride to another. Then you got to be in line and walk. And then you got to walk to your car, from your car to the thing. And you're just going to be walking on your Lamborghinis all day. Parents, if you're listening, just tell your kids, yo, we're going to do at least 4 miles. And that's we were only there for 8.5 hours. Some people was there for 12 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. And you're going to be walking even more than that. Thank God my feet weren't killing me. I was going to wear, I was going to try to be a hipster and wear some of my new Pumas or some shit like that. But that would have destroyed my feet. I remember going to Disneyland one time and I had new shoes on and it was killing me, bro. I was miserable. I was like, fuck, dude, I just want to take my shoes off, tie them together and wear them like a chain on my neck because I'm fucking dying over here. My feet was fucking killing me, bro. You just got to be prepared, man. We had, got the backpack full of water, snacks, tamarindo, flaming hot Fritos, oranges, first aid kit. And even though the backpack was heavy and shit, it's kind of a cool workout, a light little workout. You're heavy as fuck. It's like I'm going on a hike, but instead I'm hiking on rides. We went on the Minions. That one was a cool little fun little kiddie ride for the kids. When I have kids, it's going to be an awesome time. The Harry Potter adventure, the tram tour was cool, but I just feel like, Whoopi Goldberg for the longest was hosting it. And I kind of like that better than Jimmy Fallon. They had Jimmy Fallon host the tour the whole time. That was their hook. Jimmy was big at the time. Of course, it made sense that they needed a fresh, familiar, clean cut face to represent the tram. Pretty much he hosted the whole thing. But now they kind of cut it to where he doesn't host the whole thing. He hosts the beginning and maybe the end of it. I don't know. I feel like they still need to figure out the tram ride. They're still doing the the natural disaster thing where it's you go in, it's an earthquake, and then the ceiling falls with the truck on it, and then the subway crashes into it. And the reason why I'm saying they should figure it out is because somebody brought their kid. And this fucking kid was screaming the whole time, bro. Literally, it was funny to me. But if there were more kids screaming, it would have just fucked my whole day up. But literally, when we were on the King Kong ride, this kid, and you hear the ride, and this kid in the back. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, this kid, I already know this fucking kid's gonna be screaming the whole entire shit through this motherfucker. So then we go on the natural disaster shit, and then the subway hits the collapsed building. The kid, and then he was screaming. This kid was screaming. I mean, like, screaming his lungs out on the Fast and the Furious ride, bro, because there's like a lot of gunshots and there's a lot of like smoke and shit. And that's another thing too. They got to figure out. They need an engineer to come and check whatever the fuck is going on with their shit. Because whenever they blow smoke into the tram on that specific ride, it cuts out. Like, it's like, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? And that happens a few times where you're like, the fucking tram is moving and shit like that, and all of a sudden, and you're like, what? You're like, what the fuck? Like, is this ride gonna like explode or some shit like that? So I don't know. The kid though was fucking having me crack up, cause like, who the fuck is texting me? No one gives a fuck, B. Let me see what's going on. Your Pokemon has battled hard and has returned to you. Which one is it? Huh? I'm sorry for interrupting the podcast so abruptly. But you know, Pokemon is life, man. So while I was on the tour, I was basically just playing Pokemon. I was just having a good old time hearing the kids scream. Hearing, and another thing on the tram ride, I was on my phone playing Pokemon, and literally I had my phone in my pocket, and that's what I'm saying about this tram ride. They need to pave the fucking road already, bruh, because there's so many bumps. When you're on the tram ride, it feels like you're on a fucking simulator. Like, it's just fucking jingling you. Your fucking body's jumping up and down and shit. The fucking phone slid out of my pocket from just fucking writing, and it fell on the floor. So what do? I get the fuck up, pull the emergency cord, and the dude's like, all right, stop the tram. All right, the emergency cord has been pulled. If it's a medical or a physical emergency, pull the cord again. And then he runs over, and I'm like, yo, my phone fell, dog. And thank God I got this fucking feed, man. Let me shout y'all out real quick. U-bids, A-bids, Y-bids, I don't know what the fuck. Cover, phone cover. Literally saved my phone from cracking into pieces. Yeah, he gave me my phone, and this is the thing too. Parents need to tell their kids, like, you just mind your business, relax. Because when I pulled the cord and it was like, all right, we got emergency stop, everybody turned around to see who it was. I'm like, yo, what's up? My phone fell. Like, bitch, this isn't like 911 distress call. And granted, I know if you've ever been on the Trans Studio tour at Universal Studios, you probably never experienced nobody pull the emergency cord. I get that. But literally all these fucking white people turned around and looked at me like if they was a fucking pigeon or something. And I'm like, yo, like, turn the fuck around and mind your business. In my head anyway. But I'm looking at them like, yo, my phone fell, yo. Like, this isn't, you know what I mean? This ain't an emergency. Like, my phone fell. Well, it kind of was, because it's like, I need my fucking phone. I got people to text, places to see, and bitches to fuck. I gotta tell y'all that. All the time, right? Nah, I'm just kidding about the bitches part. I don't got no bitches. I got women. Yeah, man, so the studio tour was pretty tight. The Simpsons ride was closed for refurbishment. I really wish I would have went there and seen the ride again. We went to the Transformers ride. The Transformers ride was cool. We ate at Cletus's Chicken Shack, which is kind of whack. Next time, we'll probably try the pizza there. There's this nice pizza place there. But it's dope, man. They got the Hogwarts. Everything in Hogwarts looks dope. They got the train. They got so many things. People are in their robes and the wands, and they're getting into it. It looks a lot different. Universal Studios looks a lot different from when I was a kid. So I'm just glad they're evolving and they're keeping up with the times and stuff like that. I just wish that they would do something A little bit better with the tram ride because the tram ride is old, bruh. I don't know. The tram ride has literally been there since like the beginning of Universal Studios. Yeah, they got a new car, they got new trams, and they got Jimmy Fallon hosting. They just got to do something else. I don't know what it is. Maybe add some more shit, but they got to do more clever shit. The cycle where he's coming at you, that shit's old. Jimmy Fallon's old. No one even fucking watches him, and I don't even think his show's around anymore. They should just mix it up. Like, not every tram ride you experience the same thing, because that's why it gets redundant. It's the same shit you go every time. How about you don't do some things and you do different things? Or like every tram ride isn't the same in some aspects. The Jaws ride is old as hell. The King Kong ride is super redundant. Like, I don't care about, like, who saw King Kong at this point? These fucking kids now, they don't care about fucking King Kong. They want to know about Baby Shark. They care about fucking the Marvel and superheroes and the Simpsons. The kids ain't checking for King Kong no more. Sorry, dog. You done fucking fell out the jungle, hit your ass, and bumped your head somewhere. Because these kids not with it. These kids is not with it. Overall, though, I would just say Universal Studios has been good at keeping up with the time. So I would just like to salute them for that. I would just say I would rate this experience overall as a 7.1. I had a really fun time, but it just gets old. It gets redundant. They have the same shit. They don't really move shit around. And I guess that's what keeps customers coming back, because they want to experience the same shit. But if I'm tired of seeing the same shit from the first time I've been there in like a year, you should probably fix some things. I don't know. Maybe just try some new shit. I think it was cool they had Dracula. They had somebody walking around looking like Dracula at night. That was cool. And yeah, man, it was a cool experience. The only thing that I like about it is that it's in LA. It's in a familiar area. There's a lot of things to see. There's a lot of things you can buy, a lot of things you can eat at Universal Studios. So that's another plus for me. Maybe I'll regrade it to like a 7.5, but that's the highest we're gonna go, bruh. Because as much as I love Universal, as much as I've been going there since I was a kid, as a grown ass man now, it's kind of like for kids. It's really like a family type experience type shit. That's all it really is for me. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it with my family, but it gets redundant. So on the Pokemon topic, Pokemon is donating like I think 200,000 to the Ukraine and like help or something like that. So I think that's really cool. I think they should give away free items and stuff for players in the Ukraine or Ukrainians or whatever, however it's going to work out, because those people really need it out there, man. They're wilding over there. Putin is crazy. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't understand why gas prices are fucking like $6 a tank everywhere now. That's crazy. In my life, to see gas at $1.50 a gallon when a pandemic came out, now to $6.50 at some places, it's like, wow, $7 for the diesel, wow. Y'all niggas is wildin' out here. Putin needs to chill the fuck out. He's gonna get sniped in the face. Russia's gonna go into some other shit again, and we're gonna be in World War III, and I ain't gonna go. If they draft me, I ain't going. I ain't gonna be even hiding either. Sheriff's gonna have to come and take me to jail, and I'm gonna be fucking selling oxys and shit like that in the beanthal with the homies and shit, cause I ain't fighting for this shit. Yeah, they're gonna try to say, yeah, the gas price, we're gonna fight for the gas. Fuck the gas. Fuck Russia. Fuck all this bullshit. I ain't gonna do it. Give a fuck. Send me to jail. And then take me to jail. Throw away the key. I ain't give a fuck about none of these motherfuckers. I'm gonna sell oxys. How about that? So, Pokemon. I got a Poke Plush. I got Houndour, sitting Houndour. I didn't know it was this small. But honestly, I'm glad. He looks super cool. He looks like a super cool guy. I don't know what to name you, Houndour, as I look at I made a Pokemon. I made an Instagram reel. So cool. I could play with his little paws. So awesome. Buddy, we got to name Houndour, buddy. What do you want to name him? You want to name him Roosevelt? You like that one, Roosevelt? Roosevelt the Houndour. All right, Roosevelt. I don't know about that one. I'm just playing around. You like it, buddy, Roosevelt? All right, fuck it. He's Roosevelt. Pokemon equals happiness, man. I always preach to everybody, heal your inner child, find your inner happiness. Find what makes you happy, man. That's just what the name of the game is, man. That's the name of life. It's the name of life, bruh. Pirates of the Caribbean was closed for maintenance at Disneyland. I don't know what the fuck is going on. They need to figure out what it is. Just like the Simpsons ride, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully when they do bring it back, it's something different, something better. The Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland is a little creepy. It's cool though, because if like you could see the people eating and the people eating there could see you get on ride. That's kind of weird though. I don't want people watching me. So if I'm over here like eating a steak or something and I see like 500 people just in line to get on a boat or something, I'm gonna be like, yo, that's kind of fucking it's kind of weird. I don't want to be cutting into a steak and potatoes while fucking these weirdos who want to get on a ride are looking at me. Like, fuck out of here. The Jungle Boys were raided in Boyle Heights after paying $18 million in tax. This sucks, bro. This is what I'm saying about this politics shit, bro. You play the game and then they fuck you somewhere down the line, bro. Like, if I had a big old warehouse and profited off of marijuana or whatever it is, oranges, and I pay $18 million in tax and then you send the feds over and I get raided, I'm going to be mad as a bitch who got cheated on with her sister or something like that. Shit like that. Don DeMarco. But that's all I'm saying, bro. Shout out to the Jungle Boys. When I did smoke weed, I never had their weed. I always wanted to try it. But they got raided in Boyle Heights. Boyle Heights? McDonald's and PepsiCo stopped doing business in Russia, but they were just squeezed by politics. So I don't know what that means. I have no fucking idea why the gas is so high in America when Russia invades the Ukraine. And I have no clue why McDonald's and PepsiCo have stopped doing business in Russia. That doesn't hurt nobody but us. Fucking don't make any sense. Don't ask me to calm down because I can't comprehend this bullshit. So they're trying to politically squeeze Russia right now by doing these sanctions, embargoes, and this political bullshit that they got going on. But Sabbath scared Big Serbs don't give a fuck. And Big Serbs is actually mad right now. I could give a fuck and be mad in the same token because I'm a Gemini. I got two faces. One face don't give a fuck. The other face mad as fuck right now. I can't even form fucking sentences right now for y'all. But that's all I'm trying to say, man, with this politics, these politicians, these fucking assholes out here just fucking feuding behind the scenes, having drugs to fund the secret wars around the world. This fentanyl, this gas price, this fucking bullshit is just bullshit. And that's all I really have to say, because I ain't gonna long talk you to death about this shit, because this is what it is. The writing is on the wall. This is a political Cold War Part 2 that's going on right now, and I don't want to talk about it further than I need to. So let's just move the fuck on. I've been seeing that customers are harassing the Girl Scout cookies for the cookies or some shit like that. Let me explain to Americans something real quick. These Girl Scouts are being pressured into selling fucking cookies on behalf of a corporation that is fed off of the blood and sweat of adolescent females. And for these fucking maniacs to be harassing Girl Scout cookies makes me want to buy 2 fucking guns. Makes you want to buy 245s and have them on my hip like fucking Jack Swift. Cause this shit is crazy. I want a little girl, and I kind of want to be in this Girl Scout shit. But let me tell y'all something straight. Modelo uses Mexicans to sell their shitty beer. The Girl Scout cookie company, whatever the fuck, the Girl Scouts use adolescent women and families to fucking sell their bullshit ass cookies. I make better cookies than the Girl Scouts. We could fucking go to war over this shit. We could have a bake off. My straight chocolate chip cookies versus Samoas, or tagalongs versus my banana muffins. Whatever we want to do, I'm ready to go, baby. I'm ready with my oven, my 2 fucking trays. I have Presley with me as my taste tester, and we gonna go to war with you maniacs that harassing the Girl Scout cookies and Girl Scout cookies. Fuck the Girl Scouts Cookie Corporation, whatever it is. I was in a Boy Scouts. I was selling popcorn. I know what it is. We didn't sell cookies. We sold popcorn. So I understand the fucking frustration when fucking children are being pressured by their parents and then harassed by fucking people. Like, really? I'd be like, yo, step off, my man. You being a little wild right now. I understand you want your cookies, but you about to get shot right now over some fucking baked goods. So I'll really rethink a few things before you get blasted, Holmes. And that's how, that's how the fuck I be feeling sometimes, yo. I know I'm going on a few rants right now, but y'all gotta bear with me. You are not going to harass my child while we try to make money for some dickheads that could give 2 fucks about us. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna go down like that, B. It's just not going, it ain't gonna fly by, baby. It's not how the road is paved, my man, you know what I mean? Just wanted to talk about a few things. Kitsch, this new, technology or something like that. They were trying to fix McDonald's ice cream machines because, you know, anytime you want a vanilla swirl from fucking McDonald's, they always tell you the fucking machine is going down, is broken, is fucking got a nut and screw loose in it, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what's going on, but they're suing McDonald's for 900 M's, baby, for defamation and false advertisement. McDonald's, good luck, man. You getting fucking played from both sides. Getting squeezed by the Russians and squeezed by the ice cream machine. That's a lot of money. That's almost a Billy, bro. That's only $100 from a Billy. McDonald's definitely got a whole fucking round table, Excalibur, Knights of the Round Table, Sir Lancelot and company fucking team of lawyers to fight that case, bro. I'm pretty sure kids, they gonna need a dream team of lawyers, bro. They're gonna need fucking Kardashians, ghosts. They're gonna need what's his name? What's his name? I rapped about him. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Not Hitchcock. Cochran, cockadoodle bullshit, whatever the fuck it is. McDonald's is gonna have a field day with kids, bro. But if McDonald's fucks around, they're gonna get sued up the ante for this shit, bro. And honestly, I want him to, bro. You don't even know how many times I was a kid and I wanted a fucking vanilla swirl dip with chocolate. And fucking they told me the ice cream machine's down. I wanted Sprite. The Sprite machine doesn't work. Well, why don't you fucking get a mechanic and fix the fucking machine before I get a wrench, climb through the driver window, and fix this shit myself? Because I want an ice cream. I want a large Sprite with fucking ice. And the fact that y'all don't have the fucking means to be selling shit on the menu how about when I want something, you get it for me. I don't give a fuck if you gotta go down the fucking street and go buy a tub of ice cream and make it look like it's yours. I don't give a fuck if you gotta go to the corner gas station and buy a fucking 2-liter of Sprite and make it seem like you got the machine running. That's all I want. I want my shit. Fuck if the machine is working or not. If I want it, I want it. And the machine ain't gonna stop me. A machine gonna have to stop me because I'm gonna need fucking some shit out of the machine. Fuck, dude. You see what happens? Buddy, when fucking when the Girl Scouts fuck around with their bullshit. Cain Velasquez is denied bail for attempted murder. He drove his car into that pedophile. Somebody like molested his child or whatever 100 times. Just fucking sad. That's some bullshit. I feel like pedophiles and child touchers and all this shit, they should all get shot. They should all get fucking stoned. They should get lynched and hung in public. They should get fucking castrated, mutilated, and fucking just hung out to dry, skinned alive, and fucking just left in the weeds for the coyotes to eat, bro. Because I really feel like America is crazy, bro. I would not let my kid out there without a gun, without pepper spray, a knife, a fucking what's them shit, like a pulley, them shits they fish you out of the water with. Cause this is some bullshit. Cain Velasquez is facing 20 plus years for this attempted murder shit. He tried to shoot the pedophile and he hit the father. Fuck the father and fuck the pedophile. Free Cain Velasquez. Free the homie, dog. Dana White, what is you doing behind the scenes, B? This is one of your retired fighters over here and you ain't said shit about the case. As far as I've heard of, I haven't heard shit. But this is some bullshit. We're in a fucking America where you can be acquitted for pedophilia, but as soon as your father gets shot by somebody of the relatives or whatever after you get off, then you get attempted murder for that shit? What the like, make it make sense for me, y'all. There's no justice in America. It's only business. And that's bullshit. Slaughterhouse. Now, we can be right and wrong at the same time. That's what I'm telling y'all about this America. There's nothing in America but business. There's no morals. There's no ethical codes. There's no fucking street signs that tell you this way is the right way and not the highway. So Slaughterhouse, we had Joel Ortiz and Crooked I, or King Crooked as he's called now. They made an album without Royce the 5'9" and Joe Budden, original members of Slaughterhouse. They did an album called The Rise and the Fall of Slaughterhouse. And to be honest, I'm not crazy. I'm not super invested into this whole shit. I just think it's crazy how the narrative comes out to play in like the world. So the narrative is Crooked I said that Joe Budden doesn't want to rap. Joe Budden is saying that he didn't want to rap at the time. He never said he didn't want to rap. I understand, and this is where I totally get Crooked I and Joel. If I'm trying to do an album for 10 years and at every corner, at every point we gotta compromise, you don't want to do the album, at some point I'm gonna say, fuck y'all, we're gonna do the album whether you like it or not. So whether he was right or wrong for that, you could be right and wrong at the same time. That's just what it is, bruh. I just think it's really crazy how you could do an album. Like, that's like the Jackson 5. That's like if Michael and Jermaine did an album and they named it the Rise and Fall of the Jackson 5. That's like, whoa, what the fuck? So maybe if Joel and Crooked did another different album title and just went about this album differently, it wouldn't have picked up headlines. But in the same breath, it wouldn't have been as controversial. Controversy sells. So this kind of puts Slaughterhouse in a new light. Hopefully they work it out. They get whatever they feelings behind past them, and they could do something with a new Slaughterhouse. Because I want to hear it, man. I'm not a Slaughterhouse fan. I don't even think I've heard a Slaughterhouse song. But I really would be interested in listening to a new Slaughterhouse album with all the members. But yeah, man, that's all I really had to say about the whole Slaughterhouse situation. I hope everything is well with them. I really don't feel like Joe Budden should have told Joel S my D on Instagram Live. That's crazy. The whole, like, see, that's what the saying is. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And that's with anything, bruh. And business always fucks up friendships. Business fucks up a lot of things, whether you're right or wrong about it. So we could be right and wrong about the same shit. And it doesn't matter because people are going to want to be on the internet talking about it. People always want to be in your business about it. And that's just America. That's just the world we living in. It makes me want to tell these people that are only for business or it just makes me want to say, ¿Qué te pasa, man? This is the God's hour.
Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to fill the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. He wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now.
While the angels fly over my headstone.